Executive session. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Perfect.
Floor is yours.
Okay, we're just here to give a little bit of update and see what kind of questions you might have for us, or I'll kind of start out with also adding to the grooming operation. We do have the truck and trailer all set up. The groomer's ready to go. Everything's good there. The trailer worked really good. We did a few minor changes to it that are easily take off, so when winter's over we can take them off and it'll just be the normal trailer for whatever uses we need.
So did we buy a new truck
We got a new truck and a new
and
trailer.
a new trailer? So does he still need a CDL to drive this truck
With the weight, yeah.
with the weight there? Okay.
Yeah.
With the trailer, that's what my question was.
Yeah, you could drive or operate the truck without a CDL, but we're so heavy with the groomer and everything else, yeah.
Okay.
And then, like as we talked about, we have 2 board members that we'll have to get on there. But other
So-
than that,
Applications.
So this trailer, so off-season, we can unload the groomer and actually have use of that somewhere
so
else?
when
in
we
the city?
purchased it, we
Okay.
did it as a shared trailer. So I didn't want anything to be that it only used it for one thing. So yeah, we do some extenders because it's so wide, the groomer, and then we do a little deal that helps as it pulls on so it won't slide. But they're just easy takeoffs. So we'll take them all off, so it'll just be a gooseneck trailer, flatbed for anybody that needs to use it. And we'll just park the groomer in the shed and have that trailer available.
It's gotta be a half or a third the height of the truck.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's,
that's safety wise, is
Yeah, that's awesome.
we're hoping, we're still kind of, but it's 4-wheel drive. It is different because we'll be pulling a trailer. We did kind of do that last year with the dump truck and stuff, but it's so much lower than even the trailers that we utilize for road and bridge. And then with the 4-wheel drive and everything, I think it just as it gets a little bit, I know he has people off the board that kind of go around with him and help a little, but it just, for somebody to be by themselves loading and unloading at night and stuff, I think it'll be really good.
For safety reasons, like you're saying, my favorite feature is it's a 10-foot hydraulic dovetail on the back end. And so that dovetail will come down, you can pull the groomer up on, and then there's actually a remote in the cab of the groomer that he can raise the dovetail, then drop the groomer on the back end, so he doesn't have to get out multiple times. It's pull in, set it up, you're done. So,
nice.
And everything's low for like strapping down and everything. Before they kept climbing up and off in the slick conditions with
Yeah.
chains and everything. Now you can just reach up, hook the chain on, do your binders and without trying to jump up and off. So I think it'll be a lot safer than what we were doing, but.
Good.
Road and bridge, we have all of our salt sands stocked in all the locations, so we're ready if the snow comes. We had a little bit of snow the other day, helped us get everything kind of situated and making sure everything's working. The shop's been working hard with also using road and bridge employees to help. It's kind of every year you can't schedule it very good for switchover, because as soon as you switch over, now we're set up for winter and you can't haul materials and stuff like that. So we wait as far as we can, and so we can keep doing road work, and then it's a big push to switch all our trucks over. But everything's switched over. We have 12 trucks with sanders and plows on them and 6 graders with wings, and they're all set up and ready to go. We do have a couple trucks that don't have plows that we can still haul materials a little bit here and there. But
So did I see we put 2 new beds on? Didn't we just pay for 2 new beds?
that's for the new chassis.
Okay,
for the
okay,
trucks
so
that
that's
build.
not your,
Yeah.
those are just regular dump truck type of
well,
stuff?
it's
They will be snow plows, but not until they're all completed.
Okay.
so they'll trade 2 of them out, but it's different that they're already here and we're already working on them. Usually you don't even see them till into the summertime, and we're hoping to get them by fall. But doing it this other way, we're working pretty fast with getting them. So, yeah, right now, today we're getting them sent from Kenworth to Diesel Depot.
Okay.
They'll be putting the plow and the dump bed on it. The sanders come directly to us, and then we'll put the sander on.
Good job.
But yeah, they're out of this year's budget, and they'll replace 2 of the trucks that we're utilizing right now. So we'll still have the same amount. But yeah, we're hoping that that'll work good, and it seems like they've done really good work for us, Diesel Depot, with some of the other things. So I'm hoping that'll solve a lot of problems we have.
It's a good move.
We are using, kind of as a trial thing this winter, is we've got wings on 2 of the trucks. We barely got to use them a little bit at the end of last season because them trucks were so late. So it'll be interesting to see how much more we're trying them out on our longer roads, whether it's Old Highway or Marsh Creek or something, that normally with the width of the plow, you have to, if it's a real big snowstorm, you have to double round it a lot to just get it pushed far enough off. With the wings, that'll open them up a lot better, and so we don't have to get back quite as quick. And so hopefully that'll be a time saving kind of thing. But I'm kind of hesitant on, I wanted to see a full year of what the maintenance is going to be on them and what kind of things we're going to run into. So we just have one on each end of the county, kind of one for more of this area up here with the straight flatter roads, and one for down south. So we'll see how that goes.
You have designated drivers for those too.
Are they
Get some good
hydraulic?
information.
So
Yeah.
you don't wipe out a few mailboxes.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping not to, but
Sometimes it happens.
but yeah, I mean, a lot of people are starting to run wings. The state's running wings now, and other counties are, so.
City of Income.
Yeah, even the city of Hinckley has a wing now.
I've watched them down in Utah on the freeway. Oh, the wings, those guys, when you don't pass them. They
they
do
take
all
the whole-
4 lanes all at one time with all the wings on them. So
Yeah.
that's the going, I think the fuel and everything else has got to pay out that way.
So we're just trying with, like I say, we get extra roads, and we've been keeping up with any more extra roads and trying to figure out ways, technology-wise and whatever, to still getting to them all. I know I've talked to quite a bit of the new subdivisions, and especially out in Income area and everything, and they're all been good, and just try to tell them, you know, you live out in the country now, and what we try to get to you as fast as we can, and they give the guys cookies and waves and smile and say, you guys treat us really good, and so our guys have been doing really good, trying to keep up with everything, so.
I appreciate the notice you put out, or Emma put out, or whoever did, letting people know the routes and how they can get information on when their routes are and stuff, so thank you for that. I'd put it out a few more times, especially as we get into this season.
Yeah.
Wouldn't hurt to put out a thing also to remind people to, as much as possible, keep their outfits off of the right of way. You know, travel trailers, other trailers to help us plow. Because
Yeah.
by going around them, we're just going to cause problems. But so you may need some PR work on that to remind people not to.
And Emma did
Park on
good
the
with,
side.
like, even on the website, she's got some different articles on, like, even how to plow your drive so that it doesn't get plowed right back into your drive, and some stuff like that, which I think some people it helps, so.
Okay.
And, oh, one other thing I was gonna ask is, for next year, our road chips we're looking at being kind of more in the Income-ish area to McCammon for doing chip seals. Would it be okay if, I know that's coming up not till spring, but when we purchase chips, if we put them in that yard by with this snow groomer? where we've got some of that gray rock piled.
Yeah, I don't think you can put anything in Ecom.
Yeah.
They're gonna be doing the other
Well,
side of the interstate, so
that's
that takes that away from you.
That's the hard thing we're dealing with, is it's coming around that's kind of the area, and we would have piled them there, but, and we'll use them up throughout the summer and stuff, but we just trying to find as close a spot as we can for the haul.
Yeah, no,
But
makes
any
sense,
heartburn there.
makes sense.
And for the facility, our new doors should be getting installed this month. And the roof, I just talked to Robinson yesterday again, and they're finishing up a job. They said it's gonna be about a 3-week process to put the new roof on. I was wondering, and I asked them, because I know IT, we're trying to get that scheduled and stuff like that, if it would be better in the spring, and they said, no, it's actually worse because of all the rain, and they'd rather deal with weather and try to hit a window right now. So we're still moving forward with that. I don't see us doing a lot before the holidays, but they're gonna keep in touch and see if they can get started maybe a little before Christmas. And then Buddy's got some fleet stuff, and
I'll try to be quick so we don't bore you too bad, but weed and mosquito, we got the weed department out mowing, just the right of way. So Kathy's been kind of the pilot car to make sure the tractor don't get run into, and Collins has been running it. Collins is this first year doing it. He's done an awesome job. So we've mowed more roads this, I guess, fall than we have since I've been around. So it's been cool to see that getting done. They're just doing their normal winter work as far as when they can't be out mowing, getting their continuing education credits. I've got them servicing all their own equipment for up there. And then Dana, one of the projects he's been working on is a new tank for the Helio drone. So this tank's pretty cool. One of my concerns when we bought that drone is it didn't have much of a swath width compared to our old one. It was about 30 feet, and our old drone would do 60. So the drone actually, it operates quicker and gets it done quicker, so it kind of made up for that 30 feet. But now with this new increased tank, it goes from 20 liters to 40, and then we can get up to that 60-foot swath width. So we're getting pretty excited about that. That should be good.
I told him we still have the same budget, so that doesn't mean he can, treat more and more and more, so.
Dana's pretty hard to keep busy. He likes to stay busy, so.
He's a good young man.
Yeah, he's been awesome, so. And then as far as the fleet goes, everything's been ordered. We just purchased the used truck for ag extension like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks. So all that's been done, and the new vehicle should start rolling in around the end of the year and be finished up by the end of March is what the dealership's telling me. And then Kyle has been doing most of the work on this, but he's putting together a comprehensive plan for our equipment that would match the spreadsheet that we have for the small fleet, which has been really tricky trying to figure out how we can afford and where to put things, when to replace things. But we're looking at trying to get most things pushed out to that 20-year mark before we replace it. So
Don't judge me too hard on my spreadsheets.
yeah, that's all I had on those things. So.
Okay. Any questions from anybody?
Appreciate that, because it just help us with forward planning, to see even rejuggling equipment from one place to the other to keep that mileage in a master plan. Every year we can use one of those vehicles out helped us to keep our capital costs down, so appreciate your work on that.
Part of that's trying to get a little bit better, so when we work with you on like leases and different things like that, what we want to do, then I can give more of a full, here's all the different equipment and what can we do kind of scenario.
I'd still like to have a discussion one day with Cat, just to see their leasing program and pick their brains, not just here, but up at the landfill and overall advantages, disadvantages. I think it'd be a great, I'd love to go out there and visit with them
Perfect.
about leasing.
Let us know when you have free time, we'll get her set up.
Okay, anything else?
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Okay,
Appreciate all your work.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay, that brings us to signature only. We have quick claim deeds and commissioners' proceedings from November of 2025. Any questions on either of those?
I'll make a motion, we go ahead and sign those certifications.
Okay, we have a motion. All in favor, say aye.
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 Well, you want to sign back here. Yes, sir.
And then with that, we go to the consent agenda with manual checks and so on and so forth. Any questions on the consent agenda? I'll have you started.
Make the motion, we go ahead and accept all the items on the consent agenda.
Okay, we have a motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And we will stand adjourned for the day then.
Those are upside down, inside out.